Welcome to another episode of the Balancing Hormones Naturally podcast, where we offer actions and steps you can take today to start balancing your hormones naturally. This is your podcast host, Leah Brueggemann. I am a functional diagnostic nutritional practitioner. I am honored and excited to be your guide on your journey to better understanding your hormonal health and how it affects your everyday life. Hey guys, so I hope the audio here is okay because I'm down in the basement and I don't typically record down here, and I also have the baby monitor because Landon's upstairs sleeping, and I found that when I record while he's sleeping upstairs, I don't know, I always seem to wake him up. So I'm all the way down in the basement, but I had to bring the baby monitor because mom life, #mom life. So some thoughts here. I have so many thoughts. So today is about, this episode is about the holidays and limbo, like you feel like you're in limbo from Christmas to January. This is the last episode for this year. You guys, this podcast is 1 year old. Well, it will be in January. Tears are being shed. No, I'm just so grateful for you guys and listening to my podcast. I started this podcast because I want to share this information with you guys, and I love talking, so why not do a podcast? And so many of you listen to this, and it just blows my mind. So anyways, there's that. We are also at 98 reviews, and when we hit 100 reviews, I'm going to do a giveaway of a spot in the Hormone Reset program, which the next round is in February, and there's only 50 spots. Some spots are already filled. Literally, people have joined already for this next round, and there's 200 people on the wait list, so that's mind-blowing to me. So anyway, I'm going to give away a spot for that. And that is my signature group program. So that is that. But that's what we're going to be talking about today. Anyway, so my whole point of that is go leave a review. That's what I was going to say. Go leave a review and let me know. So I have some ideas for some episodes coming in the new year, and I want you to let me know what you think about them. I'm so picky about what places I do affiliates for, or I have only ever done one sponsored post because I want companies that I align myself with to be companies I truly use and I stand behind and I believe in, so I get asked to do sponsorships all the time, and my typical answer is thank you very much, but no thank you. But I was thinking that I would do a podcast episode on all my favorite things and supplements and modalities and just things that I love for hormone balance. And if you would like to hear about that, let me know. Just shoot me a message, that would be great. And so there's that. And then my second thing is, so I just got done with a craniosacral / visceral, I think that's how you say it, therapy session. And it was so cool. And I've also been going to pelvic floor therapy, which was life-changing. I've only had 2 visits, and I have 3 more to go so far. I used to think that you'd only go to pelvic floor therapy if you had issues with leaking or incontinence. Little did I know that I'm so mind blown. I can't even bring my words together for you guys. Pelvic floor therapy can affect the placement of your uterus, which will affect fertility, which will affect your periods. You can use it if you have tipped periods, which, by the way, tipped periods can affect fertility. They can also give you really painful periods. I'm just mind blown by pelvic floor therapy, and now visceral therapy. I've just been trying out these different things, mostly because I think it's really cool, and I think that you have a health team. There's so many people involved in your health. And also, this gives me so much more knowledge to be able to refer out other clients. Like, I've referred clients to pelvic floor therapy now because I'm like, you need this. And now I have so many clients where I'm like, you need to go to visceral therapy too, because it's mind blowing to me how much all of this is connected and works together. I'm sorry if you can hear the heater coming on. I'm just gonna apologize for that ahead of time. So anyways, I am going to have my pelvic floor therapist come on. She's going to do an episode, and I'm really excited about that. But I don't know. Let me know if there's other episodes, topics that you would like to hear, guests that you'd like to have me come on. Or like me to bring on. Sorry. Okay, now I'm just rambling. So moving on to our topic of, wow, that heater is really loud. I'm going to just apologize, and hopefully that you still want to listen to this episode. So we're going to be talking about the holidays. And I think, I've been having this conversation with so many of my clients, and it's like, what do you focus on? What do you let go? And as you are hanging out with family and you're surrounded by all sorts of different food and you want to feel good, but, and then I know that for people that struggle with their relationship with food, that can bring a whole other aspect of everything. And I'm not going to dwell on that because that is not my specialty. But some things that I have recommended to everyone, and I'm going to recommend to you, is block out white space on your calendar for you. Whether that's 5 minutes a day, whether that's 10 minutes a day, set an alarm on your phone so it goes beep, 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 and says, hey, Julie, go outside and breathe. Okay? You would be surprised just going outside and getting fresh air, but going outside by yourself and just breathing, how incredible this is for just helping calm your nervous system, which is going to be able to help you handle everything else so much better. So that is going to be my number one tip, is setting an alarm on your phone, blocking off time. If you can block off more time and you can take a potassium magnesium bath, if you can do some EFT tapping, you can go on a walk, you can set aside time to do a workout, even better. But if you feel like you have no time, you need to set aside 10 minutes to breathe. Okay? And get outside and enjoy the fresh air. I think that is so important, necessary. You should be doing it. So that's my number one tip. My second tip is sit and eat your food. Okay? Don't skip meals. And because you're going to be eating later at a holiday party, or at a friend's house or whatever, sit and eat your food and eat food throughout, eat your meals. Don't just wait until Christmas dinner to eat your food. Eat and sit. And the reason why I say that is you're going to be in a more rest and relaxed state, which is going to be a more rest and digest state, instead of, standing and stressed and fighting with your family or whatever. I don't even know what your situation would be like, but I would say sit and eat your food and actually eat food. Okay? So that is going to be so important. Don't skip your food and then just expect to eat a ton at the party. Eat throughout the day. I know how hard it is to get quality meat. For a lot of people, my recommendation has always been to find your local farmer. Get to know your farmers. Get to know, what their farm is like, what their practices are like, all of those things. But I know for some people, that drive is too far and it's not easily accessible. And that is why I'm excited to tell you about ButcherBox. So we used to live very close to some farmers that we used. And then when we moved, it was not as easily accessible to us to get all of our meat that we were used to getting. So we tried ButcherBox, and what I would definitely recommend from them is their grass-fed beef and their pasture-raised chickens and their wild-caught salmon. Those are my 3 favorites, and definitely worth it. We had some of their steak last week, and it was so good. Literally. I mean, Seb is getting really good at grilling, but 10 out of 10. It was so good. So definitely recommend it. You can get $20 off your first box at the link in the show notes. And let me know if you guys have any questions. You can customize your box or pick all beef or all chicken or whatever you're looking for. And it's shipped right to your door. So save you a trip to the grocery store and standing in line, which, by the way, for some reason, the lines are extremely long these days. My 3rd tip is going to be eat your protein. Okay, just, no matter where you're at, I still think that blood sugar balance should be so paramount because it's going to make you less moody, less hangry. It's just going to make you more enjoyable to be around, right? So start your day off, ladies, with some protein. So I will tell you this. So my family is Italian. So my maiden name is Giannatasio. I know my married name is Brueggemann, and everyone is like, oh, you're German. Yeah, I'm Italian. And my family has this tradition of making Zabels, which are these Italian donuts, on Christmas morning. And they are the most delicious things ever. Ever. So last year we weren't here for Christmas at my family's. We were at my in-laws. And the year before that we were also at my in-laws. And so I'm so excited this year because we will be at my family's, so we get to have my grandma's Zabels, which are just my taste buds are watering right now. Anyways, so that is breakfast, is Zabels. And let me tell you what Leah eats with her Zabels. She gets some protein. She gets some eggs, always. Otherwise, you aren't going to want to be around Leah about 2 hours after those Zabels when my blood sugar crashes and I'm cranky and I'm hungry and I want to be mean to everybody because I'm hungry and I'm shaky. So no matter what your traditions are, please just have some breakfast before you drink your holiday drinks and eat the cookies, and eat some breakfast with some protein, please. And that will be great. Honestly, those are my biggest tips, and I don't like it to be super complicated. If I give you 1,000 tips, are you gonna do them? Probably not. So set an alarm on your phone to go outside and breathe, eat your food, actually eat food, sit down and eat your food, and balance your blood sugar, eat your protein before you go off and eat all the Christmas cookies. And also, drink your water. Don't forget to drink your water. Okay, now, please do this part, you guys. Can you send me a message on Instagram and tell me what your favorite Christmas cookie is, please? I always am trying to come up with different ones every once in a while. And so my favorite are caramel cookies. And they're not the caramel cookies that you're thinking of because there's no caramel in them. I don't know why they're called this. It's a really old recipe. And I don't even know how to explain what it tastes like. It's one of those cookies that you have to press out of like a cookie press. I don't know if this is making any sense. Anyways, they're not very sweet, and they're my favorite cookie ever. So we only make them on Christmas, my favorite Christmas cookie. And then my second one is the ones that my husband has made a few times, and they're these cocoa dipped cookies in crushed peppermint. And they're so good. So anyway, I would love some ideas. So if you want to send me your favorite Christmas cookie, and if you want to send me the recipe, that would be awesome. That is your action item to do from this podcast. My social is in the show notes. All right, guys. I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you, or I will chat with you in the new year. and very excited for all the things that we are going to be doing together in 2022. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Balancing Hormones Naturally. If you found this helpful, I would love for you to share it with a friend and post it on your stories and tag Balancing Hormones Naturally podcast so we can get this message out. You can find me on Instagram at Leah_BRUEG, and I would absolutely love to hear from you.